Welcome back. So, today's weird in every damn way. I mean, for one thing, we got 4 minutes to get this online, so I should almost be live streaming it. Everything's, well, you probably know everything's weird. It's not a secret. But, went 3 hours, and according to my watch, 4 kilometers of walking, and about $1,000 ago, we went out to get like one damn thing. No one has it, by the way. We got a bread maker. I wanted yeast to make bread. Bought every other damn thing in town. And it doesn't matter. The point is, got home. Here we are. And as we got home, evidently, week 12 came out. Like, recently enough, it's not officially out yet. I couldn't find anything anywhere online about it being out. So, I don't know what's different, but here we are. And it's also going to be a weird episode because it's actually the 100th episode of this. So, I'm really thinking we're just going to play it casual today and do a world tour, which means you're off doing that. But, it's okay because we're probably going to get separated anyway. Yeah, so like 100 episodes ago, we started right here. We spawned in. It was right about here, but we've more or less positioned the map to illustrate this. Wandered out, wandered over. Can't go this way now because there's a wall. Wandered off and discovered real fast that there was a village just walking distance, well, hopping and avoiding the lagoon that was here. That we kind of filled it in a bit. That's a remainder of it. That turtle just got weird with me. This village is now dead. It used to have villagers. Oh, neat. That maybe is windy today, so the motion detector camera thingy is going off. Ignore it. The village was here, and of course the first thing would happen. Well, quickly enough, what happened was one of us was somewhere not sleeping or not capable of being in one of these houses. They were surrounded by monsters, couldn't sleep, so the other of us was somewhere else. And what ultimately happened was at night, a bunch of monsters happened to all of the villagers that were here. I don't think there's any left. I guess they could be just hiding down here.
It doesn't count as a village. We can't trigger a raid there.
Yeah, there might be like one guy. I've heard villager mumbling wandering around here. I don't know if it means anything. Who knows? Doesn't really matter. Anyway, I'm going to put wings on so I can move around a little more effectively.
Okay.
Get some rockets out. And, let's see. I'm trying to think, did we find the other village first, or did we go off and find the sub-base?
I think we found the other village first.
Alright, let's assume that, so... Oop, that did not work. Oh, shut up. Why in hell am I not... what? You lied to me. What? Did I do that backward? I don't know what I did. So... there's this other village that was never a part of the first one. Over here. That is variable. There were a few villagers, and then we built it up so there were a lot of villagers. And then we had the villagers killed one day. Then I got a better CPU, so if it gets big again, it won't hurt us. It was pretty laggy. It was bad. But yeah, this is here. We kind of modded it a bit. We had a whole kind of strip mall here. This road that I've built, and those big gaping holes where each one was like a house, and there was a big long house there, and so on. And you can see we've had pillager, raid, whatever the hell the scouts come out and bought. You killed every time we got a flag, we planted it somewhere. We got like a dozen of them in the world. We might have some extra ones that we haven't planted. I'm not really sure. We started doing that at some point. Had fishing, a fisherman kind of thing here that was probably still have all this stuff, actually. Let's see. Well, beds and more beds, but yeah, some stuff. Yeah, so anyway, back to where, well, from this whole little island, and I can show you with the map what it actually looks like. I don't know if I have to go in there or if I can see it through the window, maybe. I don't know if it matters. We're on this island that, of course, extends beyond this corner of the map. It goes all the way over there a ways. Wish we looked around a bit. But ultimately, we wandered off to the... That's east, right? Wandered off to the east, more pillager medals, trophies, whatever. Went this way a ways, looking for kind of what we found. I mean, it wasn't like we set out looking for it, but we happened to cross it and thought, hey, that's pretty cool. Not this. We'll get back to this. So it's actually this way. We ran across a monument next to a small island. Set up a base on the small island, which is, yeah, it's right up here. So that we'd have somewhere to go back and forth from with beds and whatever. So this is the island, which we flattened it. There was we have a tunnel too here that I keep forgetting is even a thing. It's not really important to us, but if you go down here, I probably should have this ready because it's not exactly cleared out. But there's a tunnel coming up here. This is a mine shaft. Dumb luck. That's where we started getting obsidian to go into the nether, I think. I don't know if we had any before that point. Maybe. This tunnel actually goes all the way back to where I was, the village that all the people got killed. But how did it do this? This isn't right. I went out. Oh, there it is. So, we spent a few days, well, a few real days for sure. I don't know if it was a few episodes necessarily. Seems like it might have been, though. Clearing out this monument next door. I'm just going to hold down space because that way I won't start flying. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to guess. I really don't know what the hell is going on in week 12 here, 12A. For all I know, I'm about to see something really cool that there's no guessing it's a thing. Maybe. Find out later-ish. We set up... We really had this whole thing. I mean, it's like we have this base here, and we have cobblestone generator, and fishery thing, and some netherwort tree. All of the food groups. And this was all, back in 115. I think we were here when we got to 115.1, maybe 115.2. So that was updating. And then, of course, eventually we started doing snapshots because 116 is on its way. We got sheep here giving us wool. We got a village that they're out of commission. They're sleeping at the moment. But we never even finished it. We never finished the village. But this village is on top of, you can see there the... Oh, that's right. That sucks. The guardians are just happening. And in the morning, are you somewhere you can sleep?
Yes.
I have a bed around here somewhere. Let me go find it. I seriously don't know where the hell the bed is at this point. Yeah, there it is. When I wake up, they'll produce iron guys, and you'll see the point of the fish thing, the guardian thing. Let me back over to watch it happen, I guess. And run. They should be being produced and heading down there. Maybe not. Do we have enough villagers for that? Or they just... I'm used to seeing them first thing in the morning. I guess maybe not this time. Anyway, we spent a while digging all this out. We did have sponges for this one. I think. We must have. I think we have sponges.
We did.
So, that we finally got it done. I mean, this is the output of it. When the stuff, whatever is in there, we get iron from the golems and roses. I think this one's junk. No, that's iron. That's what we have of that. There's roses here, I suppose. Shards from the guardians, crystals, so we can make sea lanterns. Raw fish, and this one's just whatever the hell it ends up in the system that's not accounted for. Or not categorized. So and then we got all of the basics. I mean, we have a bamboo farm here that's the whole purpose really is to throw fuel into an oven that if there was something in there would be cooking whatever into nothing apparently. This is, oh no it's not, we cleared it out. This is assorted stuff that sort of thing. Which is good. And then sheep, and we have sugarcane here, which is, well, oh, that's where paper just goes. This is all folded up. Yeah, so that's what we have. And then, of course, we still have all these boxes. We really were all set up to be here. And, going back and forth occasionally to back to where the compass points. And one of those, I wonder if there's anything in here. One of those times, dumb luck, well, actually, it was an eventuality. I mean, it was going to happen. We happened across, damn it to hell. I like to cancel the wind. we happened to cross a whole other monument. And at that point, that looks man-made. It's not. It's just been like that the whole time. Well, I mean, the game is man-made, I suppose, but it's a procedurally generated weirdness. One of the times we were going to where it may have been like after we lost all the villagers to whatever monsters. We happened to cross this, and it was another monument. And it's not too far. I mean, if I jump off the ground and fly, I can get on one rocket back home from here. So at that point, we just sort of decided we were done digging out monuments for a while, and I basically used a fill command to make it. We did the one, so it's not like it was a. You know, if for some reason what you want to watch is someone digging out a monument forever, we did. It's back in the playlist somewhere. But this is the new one, and then more sheep. It's really all the same. It's a slightly different configuration. The sugarcane is there, the sheep, and there's just the 4 sheep. The black, white, gray, and brown that certain types of villagers, the shepherds, want to buy. We got a guy. Cow bouncer. You can just basically grab some of this stuff and just go. No.
Eventually, one of those is going to be a delivery.
I know, but he'll probably ring the bell, right? I don't know. Just anyway, you just sort of feed these guys. And because they're at critical mass, am I firing these?
Yes.
I must be. That sucks. Anyway, yeah, he just died because they hit critical mass, and as a result, you get whatever it is you get from cows. These things, at the moment, is what we have. Another fishery. I don't think we have a cobblestone generator here. Maybe. I'm not sure. I can't think of one. They're hardly required unless you're on like Skyblock, Ocean Block, something like that. But more bamboo is fueling whatever's going on here. Something. What are you cooking? Fish, I guess. That makes sense. And then gold eventually, and iron, and bricks, and whatever. So that's a thing. We did at some point go into the nether. I assume that's kind of next. Also, it gets us to the next point. So let's go do that. Oh, before I do. While I'm here, I might as well grab something I'm eventually going to want. No. Alright. Where is this guy? What do you have? Are you interesting? Not terribly. Nothing I care a lot about right now. Alright, so we got into the nether from pretty much from home. In fact, I can show you. It's funny. This is how close we are, but also how far. You can't even see it, but if we walk into the nether for a second, don't get hit by a ghast maybe, and walk back out. Hi, duck. Chicken, whatever you are. We're actually back here, home. So that's just a weirdness of how portals work. It's a thing. So yeah, we built a portal here. I had some trouble with it overall, but alright. And wound up in the nether, where things really began to pick up, so. That, I think, was that always there? I don't know. I'm trying to think where the first portal showed up in here. It might have been down there. It must have been, I guess. We have a few things going on in here, including a light breeze and the occasional ghast, you can see. I'm still a little annoyed about this. So, what I'm used to doing to get through Bedrock didn't work. It might have worked if I gave it more time or something, but it didn't work, so I actually just kind of like went creative mode for a sec, broke it. It's your map, and you can't, I can, on my map, I just go through in, with, these. I just find a thin point and do that. But anyway, here we have that. We have a whole lot of stuff right here. This is all, there it is. Or I can just fly. Can I just fly? Am I wrong? Oh, I didn't put them back. I keep doing that. We built ultimately a, well, it was a pigment dropper. Which I guess I could probably point out how it looks. Up here, these things spawn on the lower surface. The upper surface is slabs. Nothing spawns, including a ghast. We don't want that. They're not doing it now, probably because I'm right here, but also because you're down there. getting
Oh,
other stuff, but it's
yeah.
cool. There should be, yeah, there's a turtle egg in there. So when the pigmen or zombified piglins or whatever the hell these nether zombies are, when they spawn, they're really interested immediately in that egg. Make an attempt to run over and get it, and because there's these trapdoors, which they see as blocks, and then they're wrong. And then they fall like 24 blocks or so, whatever it takes, to almost kill them, incidentally. They don't quite die. But they're to the point that you can hit them with just, a moldy banana. And they, do bananas mold? I guess I don't know why I
They
just
go
said that.
bad.
I know they go bad, but that's different.
Mushy?
Mushy, yeah, sure. Anyway, once that happens, and it probably is about 3 things up there, you right there. I don't know, they should be coming down in a sec. You just sort of sneak your way in here, like, sneak. I can't show you it. I'm sneaking right. Does that? Yeah, you can see I'm hunched over against my will because there's a ceiling. I can't stand up straight. Kill these guys, get experience, get gold, and whatever else comes through here. Which, incidentally, then makes its way down into this, into that, down into another hopper, into that, and it goes down like this all the way, which is a little overkill, but it's what I did. Down here into immediately it goes, through here. Might be giving me something now. If it's meat, the sorting system actually sends it off that way. We'll talk about that in a sec. Gold bars just accumulate. Gold nuggets accumulate. Feathers because there's the occasional chicken jockey. And then if it's do I have flame on this? I just realized, no, good. On my map I have flame on that. Well, there you go. If it's a sword, it goes in there, melts into gold. If it's raw chicken, which it would be because nothing here has flame, well, with bow, but we don't use that. And that just keeps, and then we threw glass in there, sand in there to get glass for some reason. There were reasons, but that's what happened. Anyway, the meat goes off down this big line forever until we get to... I may have to fire the rocket again. No, it's right there. And this is funny because it's just outside, like by a meter. So the meat never gets here. It gets to about this point and stacks up. And then that one should be... Oh, no, it's full. Is this full? Oh, it's full. That's why. So we have meat, and we have an entire village, I think, unless it's gone, of clerics, each of which, if it were daytime, want meat. So that's a pretty good place to throw meat. So we can get emeralds from them and open them up and get give them gold, which we have, but we don't send it here. We have, and then this also produces, oh, that was a little tricky. We had to try that a few different ways to get iron. This is all just still left over. A lot of it is from building this in the first place. We just left it here when we were done because it's messy. But it's not totally full. So, yeah, the killing field in there, we tried a few different things to get it working. And what we settled on was most of these are spawning blocks, just being prismarine, but then the magma blocks, whatever those are actually called, kill the iron guys. And then we get their gold, and because there's that minecart just slurps along, goes along underneath, slurps anything up, drops it off in the hoppers, and then we have that. Alright, flying back over there now, and we're on top of the nether. That's something to consider for now. Which direction, do you remember, is it that we're looking for the hoglins?
I want to say it's this way. It was negative 16 or 15 by
Right.
0.
Then it's probably this way, yeah. So, a kilometer and a half away we found, because then we came into, 116 territory. Oh, and we have these guys still. We didn't bring them in here. We built a portal to get in here, and they jumped through it and wound up on top of the nether. That wasn't anything we did. It just happened to us. So that's cool, I guess. It's another kilometer, and we get to, it's not a big deal, but we, and this is kind of later, I just don't want to bother flying back and forth forever doing this for no reason. If we can just cover it. Halfway there. So now we're in, like, Warped Forest, which is a new biome for 116, which doesn't give us what we want. Nether Wastes again, because that's the default. And in 300 meters, we're going to get to the edge of this Crimson Forest, which gives us this stuff now, including up here, or at least it did when we got here. That might be fixed now in new snapshots, I'm not sure. This, oh, damn it. This is all cooked pork chops and leather, because up here is, that's where they land, but up here is where they spawn, and we get, where am I? I can't see anything. We get these, I'm just going to land in here, because why not? In here we get hoglins, the new warthog things, which are terrified of these. Lights prevent anything else, like gas or piglins or whatever, from spawning. When the warthogs come in, they get as far away as they can from these, which if they try to go here, they realize that that didn't work, and it might be one, it's not going to be a big deal. They run this way, off again the trapdoors, which they think are solid, into the lava blade, and then fall cooking to their death down to here, and then their stuff winds up in the hoppers down the you know, tower of the zipper tower thing of boxes and hoppers until it gets here for us. I don't know how much we have. A bit. Just do whatever, it goes to there. This was, we figured we might as well grab an achievement real quick. Because we're 1,500 meters from spawn. Hi. Whoa, bloody hell.
What?
I guess it's been busy. Anyway, this got us the, go really far, you know, subspace bubble. What the hell? No, fly away. Fly the hell away, run! I almost died.
That was, unexpected.
Mm-hmm. I had no idea there were going to be 100 of these guys out here like that. I wonder if they'll... Shouldn't they be converting to zombies? I thought that was a thing that happened. I thought they couldn't be... Oh, they are. Wait, what? Oh, no, what the hell? Why am I not flying? I guess because I'm hungry and I was trying to eat instead of fly. Yeah, they should convert to the dead ones, and then they'll leave us the hell alone.
Well, I'm gonna go hide in the house because...
Are they all converted? Are we good? They're skeletons, they're not good. Okay, I'll go back in here then. Wow, that was... Oh, leave me alone. Anyway, there's him. Yeah, so that was a thing that we did. What direction did I just come from? Was it over here? I think so. Yeah. So if we go away from... Don't go out there, I guess. Wow, who knew? Bring this up so I know where I am. Yeah, so we did that. We got the, you know, bacon leather factory place. It's like Canadian bacon, but still. And then we, there's more going on in the Nether, including other things in the overworld that you use the Nether to get to, which, let me get where I need to be for this. I should be coming up on it in 400 meters, 450. More of these guys. Probably the same as these guys. Should be, yeah, there it is. So, yeah, that. Let me, I'm just going to leave and come back in because it's the easiest way to get back down right now. In theory, it should be the only way back down because otherwise, what did you get killed or what happened?
No, I
How'd you get back to the house?
I got lost,
Okay.
so I looped back and then...
Like you went back in the portal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because you were like 15 kilometers away or something. So, Nether again. We're not going up there this time. This way, End Portal and Witch Dropper. That's, one of them is obvious. It's, the Pillager Outpost, which we kind of abandoned. We might get back to it, but The rules changed on how that works, so I'm not going to bother with it right now. We were intending in 115 to get a whole system built up where we had pillagers attacking villagers, and then we get their stuff, and then make it happening. Apparently, that's not quite how it works anymore, so we're going to have to figure out the new rules. I don't need this on that before we do much about it again. But we're just building this kind of big castle walls deal there, which we may get back to. Why not? This way is, I'll go to the witch dropper first, because otherwise it's going to be, I'm going to end up back home if I do the end first. So, gassed. Maybe I should go to the end. The witch dropper, I gotta go, is up here. Like somewhere. Don't touch me. There's a lot of these ghasts. Over here. There's a sign telling me that, because we put in signs at some point. That was clever. Eat, damn it. I gotta get honey or something that I can eat when I'm not hungry, apparently. Yeah, down here we have, we found a swamp. And it's been a very long time. We were far enough ahead on recording, we didn't bother recording it, but it took us like a week to bomb this out with a dynamite duplicator. There's a creeper right there. I see you, I just don't care. Whatever. What the hell? What did you do to me? You took out my leg. Whatever. Over here, that's the output from it. Bombed all of this out 128 meters in every possible direction, including down, which was less than that, but it's not the point. So up here we have, this is a, it was a witch hut. I guess in a way it still is. The point really is that they spawn here naturally, and then every few ticks it, I can't land on it. I'm either going too fast or it's too late. I didn't get it. Oh, whatever, it's here, I promise. Alright, sit. This periodically goes off, pushes stuff to the edge, and it falls onto a row of a bunch of hoppers down here, basically. And when it hits the hoppers, they're necessarily all they all connect. This sucks. I hate this so much. We should have like coated this in something glass or something. Goes that way up to this sorting system. It's not just witches is a thing. We also get skeletons and zombies and whatever on this thing. So, you know, we do have primarily what we wanted it for was the gunpowder, because then we get that. And witch things in general, you know, whatever witches give you stuff. And then no, they give you spider rings. Then we get zombies and skeletons, and that's empty. Why is it? What was I expecting that we didn't get? I don't really remember. Did we figure it would be slimes or something? Oh, we grabbed all the arrows so we'd have them, but then now we have a new thing for that, so it doesn't matter as much. Spiders occasionally, so, and then junk, whatever's left. Some of the dynamite is still here. That, for some reason, slime. So we have all that. From there, if we go back to the portal, and there's another one. The one I came out of happened to us. This is what it's supposed to be, but it just didn't really stick. The game gets confused about it.
I'm trying to keep up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, I guess, but eat a food, because I got hurt again because it was a damn I don't even want this. What the hell? So let me get back to where the end portal is, which I think, chronologically, I think we got to the end before we did this witch thing. We must have. But if I go through in exactly the order that we did it, it's going to be 3 hours long. And as it is, we're coming up on the end. We got 45 seconds, so that's not really how it's going to work. We'll go a little long, because of course we will. Down here we get to the end portal, which is blown out.
Oh.
So I'll be relighting that real quick. Go in here. And this gets us into here, where we have beds and, nether box, so we can get stuff as we go in here. And in here we have, that the flag was there, so it shows up on a map. you know what you would expect. We have where we got the dragon. Obviously enough. We also, and then, you know, a couple of end. Do we have one or two end port? Did we get the dragon a second time?
We did not.
Okay. Over here, that lets us down. Over here, if I can land on this without dying.
Why is there a pig?
I don't know. We built an Enderman dropper, so we have basically infinite of these things if we need them, which we probably one day will. Which is not terribly fascinating. It's just they spawn up here, and there's a isn't there? I didn't see it. And that's kind of concerning now. There's got to be a nether. Yeah, it's in there. That guy. They're obsessed with him, so they'll run to him to get him, and they can't because there's more trapdoors and whatever. So they fall and die and give us their stuff, which I think is nice of them. Get to the portal out of here, which we got this little waiting pool so that we can swat at Enderman until we got that done and didn't need to anymore. Go home, which apparently is here because I was here last when I slept. That's okay, it doesn't matter. Back into the nether. Because then 116 happened. Or didn't, but it's getting there. And so we went the other way, damn it, because we hadn't. Which is to say that all of the stuff we exposed in 115 was locked in as what it was before the update started happening. And so we have Blaze Factory over here because we need blaze rods sometimes. That's in this fortress thing, which apparently is designed to hurt me. There's a kid crying somewhere. I didn't do it, so leave me out of it. I mean, I wanted to, but anyway, this is empty right now, but there we go. So we get this guy, which I guess I could swat to get my wings grown back a bit. And etc. because my armor's all trash. That's what that does, and you get these. And then if I go back over here, we went beyond this point. You know, we had wings and stuff by then, so we could look around a bit. In fact, no, spookies, I should kill them. This goes over... Uh-oh. Hang on a minute. I just made a huge mistake. Can I fix my mistake? Okay, good. This goes this way until we expose new parts of the map. And therefore we actually get new stuff from 116, like those... Well, we saw this upstairs above the ceiling a bit, the other biomes. Over here somewhere, I mean, it's a ways. Apparently there's stuff on the ground for some reason. But once I get about here, I think we start getting an idea what there is to look at, which is new biomes. This was where we went down... Oh, no, shut up! I'm just gonna rip that thing off the damn wall. This gets us down to damn near bedrock level. Whatever we decided was good, 15 or so. And we just annihilated. We had fire-resistant potions so that we'd actually not die every time we got lava exposed. You got some spooky noises in these things. It's weird. But the point here was to find the ancient debris stuff, which you then smelt into. What's that? What did I see? I guess it was just particulates. You smelt it into netherite bits, and that and gold, you know. What is... Oh, it's Enderman. Allow you to do netherite armor, which is good. So yeah, we have... This is... Yeah, that's... There's not a lot to look at here. It's just... What level am I even on? 15, so that's what we decided on. Somehow it made the most sense. There's actually the netherite stuff, the debris, all through the nether. But down here you have the most density. It's never exposed to air when you find it. It's always... It can be next to, like, quartz or whatever, but it can't be... If there's an air block, it can't be next to that, so that way you'll never just see it. You have to dig it out, which is... You know, makes it adventurous, I guess. Kind of. I'm trying to think if there's anything else here that needs to be talked about. I don't think so. I mean, just more biomes and more neat stuff. We got, you know... Oh, there is the one thing. Thinking about it. If, I can get back over here. Okay, run those. I hate not flying when I have been flying. It's so slow. It's like, oh, what? The people do this? What's wrong with them? I just have all of my rocket. Well, I burned a few accidentally feeding cows, but. This is me still running instead of flying. Somewhat recently, it's funny because it wasn't that recent. Once we got the piglins, the new, not dead, nether animals, things, whatever they are, guys. We captured one and named it so it would live forever, or until something bad happens. It's down here actually. So we have this thing set up. Gotta sneak in here to not let any bad guys in. So we have this whole system. We figured out that this timing system, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, whatever it is exactly, I don't have any gold on me, but if you throw gold in here in the dropper, we have Dobby here, because of course we do. It'll throw him a thing of gold and then cycle, and he'll hold the gold precisely to the just millisecond, apparently, until he has considered it, drops it, gives us whatever he's going to give us, and the next one shoots out and gets him. So that's the timer you want for one guy to just catch it in the air and give you stuff. We found that out. They're all set to 4, by the way. So when they get, they're 1, 2, 3, well, set to, 4, because alone they're just 1. We used to get this and stuff from him, then they updated that. It's no longer a thing, and now we get also, we get these for one thing, which is kind of neat. These are good for hitting netherite not netherite blocks. Nothing's really good for that. Nether wart blocks, whatever they're called. You hit them with a hoe, and these things, they just disappear, damn near instantly if it's netherite and efficient and whatever else. I think that's the nether. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in the overworld really worth mentioning that we've done.
I don't think so. And other than house and.
Yeah, the house is a given, but okay.
A big work in progress.
Oh, for a while. Yeah, we're not done with it. But we actually are getting... why do I do these things? We're getting done enough with it that it's a house. I mean, really, we're talking furnishing and digging down at the basement like, yesterday. Let me get out here to the house. This should let me out. I'm going to click on a bed where I live, by the way. Maybe if I can... Yeah, I know where one is. Oh, nighttime. I guess I will click on a bed. We have the camping bed here. I'll talk about it in a sec. That's the new, they grow upward, which is kind of neat. You can hit them with bone meal and make them go all the way into the sky. What is that stuff called? Twisting vine, yeah, okay. So, we live here, because this was where we spawned, and we really oh, there is the one thing. I should have mentioned this sooner. Just over here, the reason we don't care as much about arrows is that we did, we found a, skeleton spawner down here, and we've hooked it up to something we're not really using as much as I thought we would. There's ways to build lights in this game. There's the old ones, torches and glowstone lamps or whatever. There's also sea lanterns, which we like a lot. But if you take these from the end and let them grow, hit them with arrows, the seeds fall down, so you can replant them. Water pushes it into the hoppers, water turns off. So we have this going on, which is good for us. We seriously, I cleared this out, and that was the last time we ever... But there's, let me replant these so that we have actually get these arrows back. I can actually get every arrow back. It doesn't hurt the arrows, it doesn't consume them, which I wasn't expecting, but it's how it is. So if we replant these, we get more. And if you cook these into popcorn, you can turn them into the end rod light things. But the way this works is there's a skeleton spawner back here. You can hear it, and they're getting killed on like danger fruit or something. The berries, whatever berries those are. And when they die, this can in fact go in there. That too, I guess. Their stuff goes up and then sorts. If it's an arrow, it goes into this whole line of stuff to be shot at those. If it's bones, it ends up over here, and then that's technically entirely separate. It's just this stuff. Gives us, what we wanted. But what really matters is we have just infinite arrows at this point. Instead of, because I have a mending bow, but I can't put infinity on it without either reverting to 111 or cheating it in with creative, whatever it would take. get up to the top of this. I think that's apart from flying around this island, we haven't fully done much with. I mean, we know what's happening. There's actually some pretty. What in hell? There's some pretty neat stuff. Oh, I forgot all about. I literally forgot we had this. This is it's in a river, and it's up here. This produces Wentworth's drowned zombies, and they begin up here. I can just fly into this and get down here through here. And having got down here, they fall, and then they go after yet another turtle, which is not actually concealed. There's glass above it. We get fish too. They end up down here where they can't go anywhere, and we can just stand down in there and swat them and get damn it, get like trident. Am I stuck? What did I just do?
You shut one of the.
Did I? Is it shut now? I don't see it. Oh, nuts. That's not good. Okay. Oh, I see it. That's not good at all. I don't know how I'm going to get out of here, especially with only 8 rockets. Am I? There we go. Yeah, so there you go up here and stand in there and swat at them. It's not a big deal. So I'm not going to dwell on it. But, yeah, here's that dead village that's now dead. Chickenator we did. There's a sheep thing to get in there. We did a beehive deal, which didn't do it as well as we could have, but it's how it is. And then we've built a house over here with my Space Invaders mural. Which, this is actually how this works. This is all honey blocks under here. Which we were thinking meant we'd be able to land more, but it doesn't really matter, it turns out. We have this landing strip on the ceiling, on the roof. This is our little patio up here we've got.
I just thought it would be ridiculously extravagant to have
I guess, yeah. These are the end rods, and then we have this because we needed... It was going to be too dark in the center. But we just got this little grass bit, because who doesn't want that on the roof? This umbilical gets us back in the house. Bedroom of sorts. We haven't really furnished entirely. We've got down here is, whatever parlor. You can have a piano in here or something somewhere.
It was either, a helipad landing strip kind of thing, or a swimming pool that should not exist.
Right. Yeah, then we have that's the map room, and just I guess when I came out of there earlier, I just sort of hopped over the fence, but you're not supposed to. You're supposed to go in the house first, and then you go out the front door right there, which is actually you can't see. You have this big ass Donkey Kong painting or Jumpman or something. That there's a door there. I made you a chair because I don't like you, and I made a sofa, and a little bit this, and then we got dead animals, dead zombies outside, I guess. Oh, that's just big. Oh, and then we did this with a light, so it would actually light up in here. That just goes to a little courtyard we haven't really done a lot about. We tried making combination tree lights that I'm not thrilled with, but we'll see what we come up with one day. This door goes to just kind of a room that I haven't given a purpose yet, but it exists. This goes back to the courtyard, I think. And this just lets us out into the world. That's pretty much what we've done in 100 episodes, which is actually kind of a lot. I mean, it seems like we probably could have had more done. We had a few things that we just spent too much time on, other things we abandoned, other things that we just never really got. We got started on them, but we never, this is where we were making concrete. It's just a whole system. I just did this on my map earlier today. No! Leave us alone. No, we don't want any. We probably do. I think we're waiting for UPS to show up with goodies. So anyway, map room is where we spawned. Let's go back in here and say we're done. With 6 rockets left, because that was a long day, apparently.
Yes, unfortunately the cats need to eat.
No, yeah, we got cat food and stuff mailed to us. So we're going to split because, we did that. And I assume I'm torn up a bit. I got to... Wow. I used up 100 units of wings, even with swatting stuff to get some experience back. But there's my 6 rockets. I'll have to use them to go get more. Yeah, we'll get out of here for now. Probably come back next time when we just go back to... I can't wait to see what 12A gives us as far as a snapshot. Maybe by now someone's online saying, oh, and it does this, and it's really cool. And we know gas knock things out still, so that's a thing. We're way the hell over time, but that was the episode. So we'll get out of here and see you next time. So, bye.